Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you three pistols that are kind of oddball pistols. Many of you are probably familiar, many of you aren't. And today's just going to be a brief overview, just showing you, a little bit about the guns, just kind of showing them to you. And what I'd like you guys to do is go down in the comments and let me know which one you guys would look forward to seeing the most. Now, I'm probably going to do videos on all three, but just curious which one you guys would like to see first. But don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you the pistols in 1 second. But before I do that, I wanted to give a shout out to another small YouTube channel. And the name of that channel is Guns and Games. And I'm subscribed to the channel, and I think it's a really cool channel, guys. He has a lot of the same interests I do in firearms, like milsurps, little oddball pistols, AKs. So I think he does a really good job. I don't know him personally, but I found him a few months ago on YouTube, and I really look forward to his videos. So I'm going to leave a link down in the description to his channel, but I really recommend you guys go over to Guns and Games. If you like him, give him a sub, and go in his comments and say, hey, Glock Shooter 79 sent me over here. But I really think a lot of you guys will like his channel. Anyways, here's the three pistols I have today, and I thought I'd bring these out just because they're kind of interesting, and you don't really see a lot of videos about these guns on a regular basis. So the first one is a Japanese Nambu. Now this is a Type 14 gun, World War II production. This is a pretty nice example, guys. Not sure how familiar you are with these, but this is a semi-auto. Shoots the 8mm Nambu cartridge. And the 8mm Nambu is kind of a neat little round. It's got kind of the bottleneck look to it. Kind of sort of looks like a Tokarev round, if you will. But yeah, like I said, this is a pretty nice one right here. Now how they date these pistols is there's a date code right here, and it says 19.3. So the way they do their years there is a little different than us. Basically starting at 1925, which was the reign of that current emperor, if you will. You add the first number to there, so 19 plus 25 is 44. So this is a 1944 produced gun, and the .3 means the third month, so March of 1944. What's cool about this one is it's completely matching. You can see the serial number right there. Grips are in excellent shape, bluing's in excellent shape, and what makes this one kind of neat is it's pretty hard to find on these, but this one actually has a matching magazine. You'll see the 790 there on the mag, if it will focus. 790 numbered mag, and the serial number to the gun is 21790. So this is a completely matching example from 1944 down to the magazine, which is pretty cool. I like this gun quite a bit. And yeah, so Type 14 Nambu, 8mm Nambu. This is not a review today, just a quick presentation. Just see which one you guys would look forward to watching next, basically. The other one I have is another little bit older gun, quite a bit older than the Nambu. And this is a little Walther pistol. And this is the Walther Model 4. Now this gun is chambered in 7.65 Browning, which we know here in this country mainly by 32 ACP. So, fires a relatively old cartridge that's still widely used today. It's been used by many countries, 7.65 or 32 ACP. And this is a World War I production gun. These have a lot of military history. This is what you refer to as like a second variation, and it has a couple cool features. And I'll go over this more when I do the main review. But we'll see the classic Walther banner there. You'll see a couple little Imperial markings, the crown over the end, which is like a nitro proof, meaning this was made for smokeless powder. You'll see the other crown proof over here. So yeah, this is actually a military used gun. World War I. The story behind this gun is it was actually brought back from World War II. So whoever was carrying this gun in Germany was carrying it all the way. They kept carrying them all the way into World War II, and this was brought back by a USGI in the Second World War. So these guns served for quite a while, mainly as like little officers' pistols. But yeah, and this one has a couple unique features. You'll notice it does not have any type of roll mark on the opposite side, the right side, which is a little uncommon. Little things like with the safety, usually they have serrations, but this has a circular type grip on the safety. And the other thing that's kind of neat about this little gun is its left side ejecting. most pistols we're familiar with eject to the right hand side. This one is going to eject the brass to the left, which could kind of go in the view of a right-handed shooter, but I guess this would be a good thing for you lefties. So yeah, little 32 ACP, Walther, Model 4, World War I service pistol. The next one here is another one that's kind of a little interesting. Maybe not quite as cool as the other ones, but kind of uncommon to say the least. This is a Bersa Lusber 844. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with the Bersa company, with their Bersa Thunders, and they still make quite a few different 380s and 9mm to this day that are pretty common on the U.S. commercial market. This one, however, is also chambered in the 7.65mm, otherwise known as 32 ACP. You can see Cal 7.65 right there. Bersa Lusber 844, Cal 7.65. And this is kind of a PP design, if you will, where the barrel comes up and off, like on an angle, with the fixed barrel, similar to like how a lot of the Makarovs are set up, but more properly, this is loosely a Walther PP clone. And it has a couple cool little features to it. It's a single action only, and it has kind of two safeties, if you will, and kind of a safety slash decocker. So basically, there's a cross bolt safety on this, just like you would have, similar to like what would be on a shotgun, if you will. So I'm going to press this in. It protrudes from the right side, and that's going to completely block the trigger. Now, what they did for kind of a decocker is, this is pretty interesting. There's another slide mounted safety, and what this actually does is it doesn't stop the trigger from going forward. That's what this cross bolt safety is for. But what it does do, right now we're in the fire position, you'll see the little red there. If I actuate this and I take off the cross bolt safety, and now I'm going to pull the trigger, what's going to happen is the trigger is going to return forward, but this is actually a method of decocking, because what this little safety that's on the slide does is there's just a little bar inside of there. See that? There's just a little bar that transfers up and down. So basically, to make a long story short, you could carry this gun cocked and locked with the cross bolt safety on. The trigger's not going to pull. Well, say you want to take it back out of single action where the gun's not fireable, you would simply drop this little, looks like a slide safety, but little, like, you know, I guess this would be a type of slide safety, sure. So you drop that, you're going to be able to pull the trigger now. As soon as we take off the cross bolt safety, hammer's going to drop, but it's going to hit this little connecting bar, so it will not fire around. Now the gun is on, I guess you'd say, triple safe. We could actuate the cross bolt safety, and we could also keep this in place. It's going to block the hammer from hitting the firing pin, and we're going to have a completely dead trigger. The trigger will not pull at all because this is a single action. So even if we take this cross bolt safety off, we're still not going to accomplish anything by pulling the trigger because, again, single action only. So I just thought it was kind of a unique little setup. Nice little 32 ACP that definitely has an interesting manual of arms to it. And I don't want to say rare like in a valuable way. These aren't extraordinarily valuable, but these are quite uncommon in the United States. And you really do not see many of these. So I thought you guys might think this is a nice little treat. The little Bersa Lusber 844. So just let me know in the comments, guys. Do you want to see, and I'm going to do them all, don't worry about that, but which one would you guys look forward to seeing a little more detailed review on? The Bersa 844 32, or the little 32 caliber Walther Model 4 from World War I, or the World War II Japanese Nambu, chambered in 8mm Nambu? I'm looking forward to doing videos on all three, but hey, looking for you guys' input down there. And like I said earlier, don't forget to go check out Guns and Games. I really like his channel. Small little channel. His production's a lot like mine, guys, where he just simply films the guns and talks about them. He's not a big Hollywood studio level production, you know, but the guy has some really cool stuff, and he does his homework and his research when he does his videos. And again, just as a favor to you guys, I'm just trying to pass his info on to you because I really enjoy the channel and I'm really glad I found it. So, alright guys, talk to you guys down in the comments, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.